What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here, back at it again with another Tech Tip Tuesday, and today we're going to be talking about something really important. We're going to be talking about security. So today I'm going to explain to you guys what two-factor authentication is and how to turn it on for some of the most popular services like Google, Amazon, and Facebook. So let's get started. Okay, so what is two-factor authentication? So it is a security measure where you not only have to have something that you know, like a password, but you also have to have something else to log in. Like generally in most cases, it's going to be a 6-digit number that's randomly generated every single minute. So that's how most applications do it. They'll either text that number to you, or you can have an app like Google Authenticator, which will generate that number every single minute for you. So that is what it is. Why you want it is that, so even if you have the most secure password in the world, sometimes leaks happen. So if you guys have read, Twitter actually just had a bug where they released passwords that were in plain text. So anybody could just go in there and just read your password. So even if it's something that's really secure, if it's out there, then it's kind of not secure at all. If anybody but you knows your password, it is not secure. So this is something that could actually even help alleviate that. So even if your password is out there, the person wouldn't be able to log in because they wouldn't have that 6-digit code that's generated every single minute. So that is why you should really have two-factor authentication on, because it's just added security to make sure your most important accounts are safe. Alright, so with that boring, dry explanation out of the way, let's go ahead and get into how to turn on two-factor authentication on your most popular services like Google, Amazon, and Facebook. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to do it with Google, Amazon, and Facebook in that order, because I think Google's your most important, and I don't think most people realize why you should have two-factor authentication on Google. And that's because most likely you use Gmail for your email service, and your email service is your backup for every single other service. So if you forget your bank password, when you click that little reset password button, it sends you a link to your email generally. So it's something that you should definitely secure. Your email is really important. But anyway, so let's get to showing you how to how to turn on two-factor authentication for your Google account. So first thing you'll need to do is go to your little picture up here, click on My Account on the Google page, and then here you'll be taken to all the important stuff. Definitely you should probably at some point tailor your personal info stuff, but right now we're going to focus on signing into Google right here. So let's click that, and then you can see it's actually very easy. They have it right here, so you have your password when you last changed that, and I haven't changed it in a while. I probably should, but what we're interested in is two-step verification. So I just turned it off, and I'll turn it on right here. So you click on that, and it'll tell you a little bit more about it, tell you about what it actually does, and you just hit get started, and then you'll have to type in your password, of course, because they want to make sure you're the one that's turning it on. And then once you verify it's you, then they'll ask you how exactly you want to see it. So right now I have a Pixel 2 assigned, so what this will do is it'll send a prompt to my Pixel 2 phone, and then I can say whether it's me that's trying to sign in or not. If that doesn't work for me, I don't know if this works with iPhones or not, but what you can do is, instead of saying that, you could do don't use prompt, and you can go with another way. So you can verify your phone number, and they will send you a text message with the 6-digit number that you need. I'll use the prompt instead because it's much easier for me. So we'll hit try it now, and then on my phone I get a nice little, it's going to be impossible for the camera to see, but I get a nice little notification that asks me, am I trying to sign in? And then I just hit yes to verify that it is me that's trying to sign in, and there you go, it's done. And then as a backup, it'll also ask you to go ahead and do the phone number thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do this too, because once again, it's good to have backups. So ask it to send me a text message. I get the text message, it's filled with numbers, I put those numbers in and hit next, and it verifies it, and then there you go, you just hit turn on, and that's it. Now you're secured. Now you can also add other ways to do it. So you can get backup codes, which are like codes that you can print out, and they're one-time use only. So each code is just one-time use only. It's supposed to be like super secure. So you'll print these things out, put them in your wallet, just in case you have no other way to prove you are who you are. So if you lose your phone, if you are in the middle of nowhere, you don't know how to get back online, backup codes are actually pretty cool. You can print them out in like a little card format. Google Authenticator app, that's what I mainly use. So you can also set this up with the Amazon and Facebook, so you can start pulling in that information into it. And then you can also use a security key. Maybe I'll cover that in some other video, but yeah. Anyway, so we have two-factor authentication turned on for Google. So next up, let's try Amazon. And of course, Amazon, we all know why it's important, because that's where most of us do our shopping anyway. So yeah, so when you're on Amazon website, you're gonna need to sign in. You go to your account page, and then yeah, so I'm already signed in. And then I go over to login and security. And then here you'll see the normal stuff, and then you'll also see advanced security is down here. So that's where you want to click edit. Okay, and we can see right from the top that we can turn on two-step verification here, and then you just have to hit that get started button. So you'll have two ways of doing this. You can add a phone number where you'll receive a text message like we did with Google, or you can use the Authenticator app, and that's what I'm going to do because that's much easier. So you open up Google Authenticator, which, you know, I'll make another video covering that really, but so you'll open up in the app you're using, in my case Google Authenticator, and then you hit that little plus bar at the bottom, hit scan barcode, and then you can just be able to scan this barcode. Let me go ahead and scan it. And then, yep, there you go. And then I have Amazon there on the bottom, and then you just have to verify that you are generating those numbers correctly. So done, verify, and then there you go. And then as a backup, they also want you to have a number, which I will go ahead and put in, and then they'll send you a verification code just like Google did. Just waiting for the text message. Sometimes it takes weirdly longer than other places does, but yeah. Alright, let's see if I get this text message at some point. Okay, I did get it. Here we go, 7. And then we verify. And there we go, we got it turned on. So at the end of that, they'll ask you once again to turn it on, and then you can also go ahead and, so Amazon's one of those companies that'll allow you to skip two-step verifications on browsers. So if you're on a computer that you know you're the only person that has access to, you can turn it off. It's not recommended for safety purposes, but I know how inconvenient two-factor authentication can be, so you can turn it off, or if you're sure no one else is going to get access to the computer. So that's up to you, but yeah. So we've got two-step verification turned on for Amazon, and next up is Facebook. So Facebook, so what you're going to do is go to your settings page on Facebook, and then you're going to land on this page, and then you're going to go onto security and login right here. And then once you do, you're going to scroll down a little bit. It'll have some notifications and stuff like that. Ignore most of the stuff. You're going to go to the two-factor authentication part right here. So use two-factor authentication, and then you're going to hit edit, get started. And then you see you once again have an option to do text messages or the authentication app like Google Authenticator or Duo Mobile. Like I said, I use Google Authenticator, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And then you can just go ahead and either provide a key like they ask you to provide a key here, or you can just go ahead and scan the barcode, which I will do. And once again, now you see I have 4 of them, so I got it. So you hit next, and once again they'll want you to verify that you did indeed get it. There you go, turned on, and then finish. And then there you go, now it's set up. Now you can also add backups here too. You can add a text message, you can add a security key, and you can also print out recovery keys just like you can with Google. So yeah, that's all it takes. Turning it on is very easy, and the only hard part about it is just using that sign in. So let's go ahead and sign out of all these services and see if I can sign back in. Okay, there we go, sign out of everything. Now let's sign back in. Oops. Yeah, typing with a microphone in front of you is hard, especially when your password is not short. Yep, okay, there we go. And then I turned on prompts for this, so I'm going to go ahead and hit yes on my phone, and there we go, logged in. Alright, let's do it for Amazon. Same deal, just got to sign in. Ugh. Really bad typing like this. Okay, there you go, and then ask for your two-step verification. So I've got the code right here. I just type it in, hit sign in, and there we go, back in. Now Facebook, it's going to be the same exact deal. The problem is I don't remember my password in this because I use a password manager, and this one's much more complex. sign in, and then once again, there we go. It just asks you for your two-factor code. And then I'm in, and then I'll give you the option, same as Amazon, to save the browser so you don't get prompted for that code again. I'm gonna go ahead and say don't save because it's much more secure to not save a browser. And there you go, signed in. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so there it is. It's really easy to do and something that I think everybody should turn on. At least for like Google and Amazon, you should definitely turn on two-factor authentication. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this one. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you guys made it this far into the video, consider hitting that subscribe button too. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.